Today, I have a lovely member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Miss Vicki Walker, and she is here because we are honoring her for doing good in the hood, but it is it's such a cost to be doing that, and we're going to be talking about that. Her, what is it, Smile for Nikki Foundation. You say hi to everybody?
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, all right, so first, as we always do, we're going to do a little bit of news and reminding everybody that you can download the UBM app, and you can also log in to urbanbroadcastmedia.com. And if you want to give a call and talk to us, call 312-754-4333. Now, in the news, the professionals are listening to and talking about Vicki. Uber paid off hackers who stole 57 million users and drivers' information.
Wow.
I know, and they paid them off. And you know how much they had to pay? $100,000. So you took 57 million users and drivers' company information, credit card information, and they immediately fired, though, the chief officer who did not flag this breach of security and keeping them exposed because they didn't know about it or they weren't told about it, and then they kept it under wraps and didn't tell anybody else. So there's currently a lawsuit being filed in the federal courts of Los Angeles seeking, for those who are seeking any information that was stolen from them, you know, yeah, because then now you have a whole slew of things that will happen post you having my personal information.
Exactly. And all kind of stuff.
Yeah, they use it, you know, they use it a lot. So, you know, that is sad because I'm an Uber user. Are you Uber user? Yeah, right. So, you know, if I know that you have my information, I'm going to be a little bit pissed. Scoot over a little closer. All right, so now the CEO of Hewlett Packard Enterprise, though, Meg Whitman, she is also stepping down. The current president, Antonio Neri, will succeed Whitman on February 1st. And the chief executive who has led 2015 Hewlett Packard restructuring to create that HPE is taking some time off. She says, you know, she says there's no chance, so don't even try it, that she is going to join a rival network or cloud space company. She also ran for governor in California in 2010, and she says she's also not planning to seek any elected office. Now, we have been listening also in the news a lot about these executives that have taken advantage of the women that they work with in one form or another. And ironically, have you ever seen the show Mad Men that is based about these ad men in New York City in the 60s? Well, I watched that show. It's a series show, and I like one of my favorites. But one of the parts about watching it, and I just watched some of it last night to come in here to find this news, is that was before any sexual discrimination or anything like that. The men could kiss you, talk you, molest you, you know, just do anything that they want. Anything they wanted. And most of the time, right in the office. Yeah. And so here it is. Apparently, that has not changed from the 60s to the 2000s because Disney animation head and Pixar founder John Lasseter is taking a leave of absence from the company after quote-unquote missteps, according to the Hollywood Reporter. And as a part of the THR report, a longtime Pixar employee said that he was grabbing, kissing, and making comments about physical attributes. I mean, this is just not acceptable right, it's not acceptable any longer for, and it's Disney execs. I mean, you are over making some of these famous movies that my kid loves. Right. Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Cars, you know, but then behind the scenes, you are sexually misconduct. In Hollywood, you know, and so CBS fired television host Charlie Rose after the Washington reported him and 8 women. So this news just does not seem like it is going to end as it relates to. But you know what? What I'm happy is that the door has opened. That these women are now starting to say, yeah, you know, they were afraid of losing their job. Yeah, telling the stories, and then when one does it against one person, then the other ones do it, and then it now, you know, solidifies their issues. But we've got to begin to make sure that, you know, say it the first time.
Exactly.
Don't keep letting it happen. Say it the first time. So the Justice Department also, interesting enough, is investigating Harvard University for what you ask? Affirmative action policies. But guess for what class or for what race? For Asian Americans.
Really?
Yep. In 2014, a civil lawsuit was claimed they were intentionally discriminating against Asian Americans, is according to the Wall Street Journal. And so Harvard is being investigated under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, which forbids discrimination over race, color, or national origin when you are receiving federal funds.
Wow.
So the DOJ says Harvard has failed to cooperate. They missed the November 2nd deadline to submit their documents. And I was like, Harvard, but there are a lot of lawyers that come out of Harvard.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe they are going to pull some of their alumni, but the fact is, again, is it right to be discriminating? I mean, this court rule is 40 years old.
Wow.
40 years old, and today you are still doing it, right?
That's crazy.
Now, it is Thanksgiving, and we're coming up on what? The biggest, not only eating, but shopping. Right, the shopping holiday. And so the malls are doing everything they can to try to get you all to come in the mall and not do online shopping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of the malls are pulling out all the stops, and they are adding skating rinks, gingerbread making classes, and Santa sightings. Anything to lure you in off of that
money.
Yeah, to get you off online, so they know you're gonna spend the money because the online, as they say, online continues to make stores eat their lunch. You know what I mean? Because they are just roughly 69% of Americans, that's about 146 million people, plan to shop this weekend alone. Right, and so here it is. Those stores, those shopping malls it's like landscape. They're like, just drive by, drive by. We don't really care about who you are. So they are trying to find whatever way that they can to do that. We are going to take a quick break and come back so that we can find out more about what Vicki is doing good in the hood through the Smile for Nikki Foundation, which was established after the death of your daughter. But what the things that you're doing with the foundation are just extremely awesome. And so we want to talk about that when we come right back. You are listening to Empower Hour, and I am your host, Bertina Power. This is Urban Broadcast Media. We'll be right back. All right. Okay, you good? Now, you got a little light voice, so you got this radio, and you got to make sure we talk, and everybody can, everybody can hear. But I am having major, I need to sneeze issues. Let's say hi to everybody. Hey, Mark Allen. Hey, Miyoshi. Hey, LS. She's watching. Hey, Cam. Hey, Tanae. Hey, Toya. Let's just make sure we say hi. Hey, Michael, Bernard, Reginald, Shanila, Madeline. Hello. Hey, Valant. Hey, Michelle Westby, Paramore, Tamiko Scott, Cheryl, Sydney, Melvin, William. All right, you all say hi, because once you get scrolled up past, I don't know that you were there. Okay. Okay. Vicki going. Oh my goodness. Let me sneeze. All right. Okay, you got on purpose. I didn't want to make sure we weren't covering any. Can I use this, or you gonna need it? You gonna need something in here?
Yeah, I got some
okay.
Some other stuff in here.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna prop this up a little bit so that we can see more of the picture. But that's okay. We'll be fine. Turn this microphone this way so we can see you up here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mrs. Bell. Hey, Rachel. Y'all watching over there? And then me and this, I need this. And take all my movies out the way. Broadcast media. So yeah, oh my goodness, I can get all of that. Nice and cool in here today. No, I'm saying it's nice and cool in here today. It was normally.
It's usually hotter in here?
Oh my God, it's hotter than this. I know it's hot, but it's usually hotter than this.
Cause I'm hot.
Yeah, I know. You don't even have old long sleeves like I do up in here today. We are. I know, right? Then see, that's why everybody be like, why are you messing with your hair? Because I can see it out of place. I can't believe, my microphone. Can you hear good? Can you hear me good? Okay, all right. Yeah, because it's my first time without having the headphones on and talking. I don't even know. In a microphone like you. And you know what? They moved those microphones over there, and I can't see the clock. It's messing me up from check. That's why I keep ducking. Like, I can't see my time. Yeah, one more. Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right, everybody. Hey, Melvin. Melvin is Have Faith Productions. All right, love you too. Okay, say hi to everybody. All right, all right. I'm back. So we'll do the first part, you know, a little bit more about you and what you know, who you are, and then who your daughter was in the first part. Then we'll wind up going to another quick break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we'll get into to the meat and the details, you know, of what happened, what you did, then what led to the foundation, and then what the foundation is doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Okay.
Just want to give you a sense of the flow. Hey, everybody. Look, everybody's popping in down there, dropping it. Okay, send me some love. Send me some love. I see you all out there. Send me some love. Yes. Hey, Nicole. Hey, JJ. Hey there. Hey, Chocolate Batty. What's happening? You're a photographer, last year's foundation commercial creator. Oh, yes. Hey. How are you? Hey, Nicole. Nicole Fanika says she miss you. Nicole says she misses you.
Oh, I miss you too.
You all listen to the house music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, because Wednesday is my house music day. I forgot to say that. It's house music day on Wednesday. We flip the script. You know, normally it's to get you through the rest of the work week, but today is like Friday.
Right, exactly.
Today is Friday for most people. They like, hello,
Trying to hit the road.
I'm done, right?
Right.
Like, I'm done. Can I get out of this job by 12? They probably
Right.
gone. That's why I don't
Right.
even have half my people. They left at 12 o'clock. Y'all supposed to be having the app downloaded so that you can be listening.
So we can go on a go.
Right. You can listen. You can't listen to this part because. Okay, here we go. All right, welcome back to Empower Hour. This is Bertina Power, and I was talking to my guest in the studio today, Miss Vicki Walker, and we were talking about how Wednesday is my hump day, which is usually normally designed to get you through the rest of the week till Friday, but because of the holiday, it is Friday. Yeah, today is Friday, and you know, everybody's probably left work already, which is why you haven't joined in with me. Hey, Steve, and hey, Pam. But, you know, then also might be why more people are joining in because they're not at work. So you all be safe on the roads as you travel. Be prepared for long flights. Keep your important things near you. Yeah, especially if you're getting on the planes and planes lose luggages and you got to get somewhere. Keep the meds. Keep, you know, underwear, toothpaste. Put all that stuff in something you travel with on your person, so as to not lose that luggage and then be without those things once you arrive. But anyway, so I asked Vicki to come on after I learned about the foundation that she started. But Vicki, let's just talk about you a little bit. So you know, born and raised in Chicago.
Yes, born and raised near Beverly, the Beverly area.
Near Southwest.
Yep.
Okay. And so where did you go to high school?
I went to Academy of Our Lady.
Oh, Academy of Our Lady, all girls.
All girls.
All girls, yes, I remember that. And what was the counterpart of all boys school for Our Lady?
Mendo High School.
Mendo, that's what I thought, which was also Southwest side. Okay, so when you left there, did you stay home and go to school, or did you go away?
I actually stayed here. I went to Columbia.
Okay.
Downtown, and I got my BA there in journalism.
In journalism,
Yes.
also, you're supposed to just sort of fitting right into
Yes.
that with the Columbia. So journalism.
Yes.
Did you do anything with that journalism degree when you left?
Not when I left, actually not until this past year.
Okay.
I actually finally used my degree.
Okay, so what did you do right after college then?
After college, I took a couple local jobs, and then I ended up being in corporate America for over 25 years.
Corporate America.
Yeah.
So you've since retired from corporate America, or you still in and out?
More or less.
More or less?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do in corporate, or who did you work for?
I worked for Claff Realty, I worked for Austin Insurance, I worked for several different companies. I worked for State Farm.
Mm-hmm. Did I see Johnson Products too?
Johnson Products back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
I started out there as a receptionist.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And so over those 25 years, life started to happen, right?
Yes.
Got married.
Got married, had my daughter, and life changed things, you know.
Oh, I know. I do know. Yes. So,
yeah.
so you had your daughter, and her name.
Her name was Dominique Antoinette Smith, and we called her Nikki.
Dominique Antoinette Smith, but you called her Nikki.
Yes.
Okay. And so then, then life also found its way more tragic.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, before we get into what happened to Nikki, tell us about Nikki. Nikki, who she was. I know this is rough, but we'll make it. So tell us about Nikki. Who she was.
Nikki was the joy of my life. I used to tease her and tell her she was my 30th birthday present because she was born 5 days before my 30th birthday.
Okay.
And I was a single parent for the most part, and we did everything together. She, from the moment she started crawling to the time she started walking, she made her mark here on this world. She was the kind of child who, she never met a stranger. From the time she went to preschool at 2, she was a very advanced child. From preschool to college, every person she came in contact with, she named them a friend, and they actually were friends. Gotcha. She could walk into a room and light up the room with her smile and just her personality. She was a small child in stature, but yet when she hugged you, she would release until she felt your woes coming off on you and going on to her. Everybody who met her said she was just an angel, and she still is an angel.
So she was here, and she was on this earth a very short time, 18 years.
18 years.
So had she graduated from college or literally, high school?
She graduated from high school, and she was in her sophomore year of college. She finished her sophomore year. She did dual credit.
Oh, I was just going to say, okay, well then she really was ahead. So at 18, she was in her second year of school here in Chicago?
Valparaiso.
In Valparaiso, okay.
She got a full ride at Valparaiso, and she was a pre-med major.
Okay, all right, so that is who Nikki is. We're going to take a station break and come back and find out what actually happened that then led you to found Smile for Nikki Foundation and what has come from that. It's such a sad story, but from it, you are continuing to do good in the hood, which is what I like to do and honor and bring awareness to these organizations, very small, but just constantly doing good, you know, and I just think everybody should know about who you are, what you do, and how they may be able to help. You are listening to Urban Broadcast Media. I am Bertina Power. We'll be right back after this short break. Good. That was a perfect segue into talking about that. And so then now, we'll come back. Hey, Freddie. Hey, just want to say hi to some more people. Hi. So proud of you. Doing great. Thanks, Jay. My chocolate baddie. She was my little mentee I came on her show here.
Oh, wow.
And then I came, so she was sort of interning for the guy that I came on for the first time because I came on as president of the chapter. Right. They were asking me, you know, do I think that the sororities and fraternities still play an important part in the youth of today? I said, how long you got on your show?
Right,
I said, let me tell you about the answer to that question. Right. Yes. So I came on the show and talked, and and I remember walking in and going, this place is cool. It's cool. You know, I was like, this is a great studio. I was like, it's great. And I kept saying, they gonna give me my own show. So then she brings me on to her show. We're talking about, beauty from inside. And so I came on her show and I said, y'all gonna give me my show for real.
Yeah.
And here's the show.
And here you are. Yeah, I love this place. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's so cool. I take a little tour of it because, it's like a house. So if you haven't been to Urban Broadcast Media out there, everybody, it's a little house.
Yeah,
and so it's not a little house, but it's a house.
Right.
So you walk in and you get the family right away.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
Okay, let me get it. Okay, here we go. All right. Hello and welcome back, everybody. You are listening to UrbanBroadcastMedia.com. This is Bertina Power, and I want to remind you, don't forget to follow and like me. I'm everywhere. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube. Urban Broadcast Media also has a YouTube, Facebook page as well. You can download the app, though, the UBM app at your favorite app store. You can log in to UrbanBroadcastMedia.com and listen to us live. And if you want to call in, ask a question, or join the conversation, please do so at 312-754-4333. So we are in the studio with our Wednesday's house flip, doing good in the hood, but we're talking to the mother of Dominique. What's the middle name? Antoinette Smith. And she went by the name Nikki. And so this is her mother, Vicky Walker, and Walker because you most recently got married, right?
Yes, I did last year.
Last year, yes, and her dress to die for. Okay, well we're not talking about that today, but anyway, so Nikki was a beautiful young girl. She was excelling in school.
Yes.
She was a friend to everybody she met, and she took on and just felt like an angel. You said when anybody would hug her that they could just feel like they could leave all of their troubles at her feet,
yes.
right? That kind of person.
Yes.
And if you can't see unless you're watching us on live TV, but she brought in a beautiful picture of her daughter, and we have it sitting on the table today. And I'm also holding a bear. We call it the Nikki bear.
Nikki bear.
The Nikki bear is so cute, and we're gonna talk about this bear. And are we selling the bear so that people can buy it, or
no? That was actually a gift to me from Tanisha, who received her heart.
Oh. So let's get into what happened. So she's 18 years old. She's a good girl. She's in school.
Yes.
And she's going to church.
Yes.
And she is, but some part of her, you said at the age of 2, she was very much so into performing arts.
Yes. As most mothers do, we put our children into dance when we have little girls.
Mm-hmm.
And
ballet.
Ballet and tap. And she was so cute in her little tutu, and it just kind of took off.
Okay.
That was her side thing. She was very analytical. I always tell people she used both sides of her brain because she had a 5.0 GPA in school.
A
She
5.0.
Yeah, she played the piano, she played the guitar, she was a chess master. She
Wow.
spoke French fluently, she spoke Italian fluently, but then she had the artsy side of her also. So she used both sides of her brain, and everything she did correct. She did phenomenal.
Wow.
Everything. So she started dancing at 2 and continued dancing up until the day she passed.
All right. So, but now at 18, she is at church, and she just giving of herself, works as a babysitter to help someone out with their grandchildren.
Yes.
And she had done that before.
Yes. Yeah, she babysat before.
But this day, she goes, and what happens?
She babysat for about 4 or 5 months, and this particular Friday, I will never forget it. She drove away from me, and as I'm the kind of parent that I always told her, make sure you call me when you get where you're going, so I can know that you got from point A to point B. It took a little bit longer than I anticipated, and so I called her. I said, well, did you make it? She said, I'm here. I'll call you later. That was at about 9:45 that morning, and around 3 p.m. that afternoon, I got the worst call of my life. I got a phone call saying that she had been involved in an accidental drowning, and I needed to rush to the hospital to get to her side. And from that day on,
At the house that she was babysitting
Yes.
for. But let's take a pause here because I asked the questions.
yes,
Did she know how to swim?
yes, she did.
You also told me she was a lifeguard.
Yes, she was a
So
lifeguard.
this is just past, I know how to swim, I know how to save lives.
Exactly. She's a lifeguard. She knew CPR. She was a fluent swimmer. She was swimming since she was 2 years old.
And so this is a pool in a backyard that can't be any deeper than what, 9 feet, maybe 8, 9 feet?
Yeah, 8 feet.
And so the story goes that she was found
Floating face down.
floating face down in the water.
Right.
But further investigation says
that there was no water in her lungs.
No water in
her
your
stomach,
lungs.
So how did you drown? And in doing some side, discovering myself and digging, as women, if we actually do drown, we drown face up. The way our pelvics are made, we float face up, not face down.
so the pelvic causes us to float face up, not the breast or anything like that. It's the pelvic that causes you to float face up. See, now that was something I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And I don't recall that in lifeguard school.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would figure she knew how to swim with the things that you said she was doing, so that she was, playing the piano, she's speaking these foreign languages, she excelled in school. But when you were showing to me in the green room, you can pull out this thing and it has a heartbeat that goes off.
Tanisha's.
Can you hear it? I'm putting it up to my microphone. So this bear, obviously we can't sell this bear because this bear was given to you,
Exactly.
and it is in representation
For Nikki's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what other organs were you able to give?
My husband, one of his friends received one of her kidneys, and he was 100% match. And he was in Wisconsin.
What are the odds of being 100% on these? I don't know, because
it's a 1 in a million, because you can be a family member
and
and
still
not
don't match.
Exactly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And kidneys and hearts and what else?
Both her kidneys, her heart, her lungs, her liver and her pancreas went to cancer research.
Wow.
So she's continually to save lives in the cancer research, and then she saved 5 lives. And with me being part of Gift of Hope, I'm now the Tanisha are the faces of the African American community, because we have a commercial for Gift of Hope, and we are the ambassadors for Gift of Hope, and we go out to the communities to educate our community, because we're the ones who need
exactly right, and we are the ones who obviously least likely to do that. In some ways, you believe in idea to take the organ, just like you think you can take the cars and the house and everything else with you when you pass, but you cannot. You cannot. And it's always rotting away in a box underground, or it could be left. I'm a donor. I did sign up for the Gift of Hope donor, but most recently, I wasn't that insightful at 18 years old, 16, 18 years old. I did this maybe in the last 5 years or so, when the sorority had individuals coming out all the time with the Gift of Hope, and I said, you know what, I might as well. Who knows whose it could be, you know, that it is that I saved, or that my body parts or lungs or something that saved. So this is, all right, so, but your foundation is not about giving of organs. No. So you represent Gift of Hope for that as an ambassador. And then I see you in purple. Yes. We have purple Nikki, we have purple everything else. So just like the March of Dimes, which I am one of, not an official ambassador, but everybody knows that I do that for my youngest son, but that's their color, which is purple. So purple is a Gift of Life color. Yes. Is that what I would assume? Yes. Okay. So instead of, or in addition to the Gift of Hope, you started Smile for Nikki Foundation. Yes. You started that when? A month or so after she passed. A month? Yeah. My 2 members of her youth ministry came to me that are now just like my second set of kids. I wanted to leave a legacy and didn't know what I wanted to do or how I wanted to leave one. And they were actually, that's how they met Nikki at the church. Do performing arts in the church. Performing arts, gotcha. So they came to me and said, well, we had an idea, we wanted to do a foundation for performing arts. So we met on July 9th at Panera Bread in South Holland, and they had this nice little gift wrap package for me, and they were like, this is what, you can do, here you go. I was like, no, we're gonna do this together. So that day at Panera Bread, we started the Smile for Nikki Foundation. So the Smile for Nikki non-for-profit organization is about embracing the community through education of performing arts. And that's all arts, all facets? Singing, dancing, and acting. Singing, dancing, and acting. And these are for children or young adults? Children ages 6 to 13. 6 to 13. And then you are doing what? Like, just like a training and providing, is this free for them to? It's a small donation. Yeah. Okay. The class is about $60 to $100, per semester. Per semester or quarter. It's usually from May to August. And our professionals are phenomenal. They're actually. So you're bringing in working professionals to teach the classes. Yes, working professionals. Now, where exactly is this that they do this? We are partnered with the Chicago Heights Park District. Oh, okay. So you in the Park District? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, do I have to live in Chicago Heights to be a part of the foundation, the program? No, you do not. All right. So you are the Smile for Nikki Foundation, but the mission is to uplift by empowering the youth. You are on the Empower Hour show, you realize that, right? Where we are here to educate, enrich, and empower our listeners on a variety of things. People always ask me, so what's your show about? I was like, you tune in every day, because it's different every day. And it is just, just a heartfelt situation for me to be able to do this and give a platform for this organization. Now, we're not going to talk about how long I've known Nikki, and that I didn't even know about it myself until 2 days ago. Right. Well, 3 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago at our brunch on Saturday, that she was running a foundation in the name of her daughter and what it was about. And so I immediately said, you're coming on the show, doing good in the hood, and that is awesome. And so the goal is for 6 to 13 to provide them some performance art activities and enriching and growing what your daughter loves so much. Yes. What a way. This is truly, I would think this is the best legacy way. It is, and this is part of my healing process. And that too. It's very healing, and like I said, I get to see the kids come in from the start of the season, and then when the ending of it, it's usually roughly about. I was gonna say, how long is about 8 to 10 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks. Right. And this is after school weekends. This is during the summer right now. Oh, this is during the summer. Okay, so it's just every summer. For right now. Okay, so it's a summer program. Is it all day? It's like 8 to 5 or 2 to 3? From 6:30 to 8:30. 6:30 to 8:30 in the summer, so 6 weeks. So I can go to my own regular summer program. They get out at 2 or 3 o'clock, go home, have a break, and then come back to this.
Yep.
Is it every day for that
It's
6 to 8 weeks, or just?
usually Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Thursdays and Fridays are days that we designate for when we get closer to the productions that we're gonna have.
Okay.
Those are production days.
So then you do a production
Yes.
at the end of the 6 to 7 weeks.
Yes.
Everybody performs,
Yep.
you bring everybody out, you sell the tickets.
Yep.
Those funds
Yep, go back to the
go back.
foundation.
All right, because now I'm leading to how can we help the foundation? You take straight donations?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and then, hold on a second, because they are not gonna let my computer die on me. Okay, all right, so we're back. So you take straight donations to the
Yes.
Nikki Foundation,
Yes.
smilefornikki.org, that's the website.
Yes.
Smilefornikki.org, you're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under the Smile for Nikki.
Yes,
All right, and then smilefornikki467@gmail.com.
yes.
Does the 467 have a?
That was actually Nikki's favorite passage, Corinthians 4:6-7.
Oh, I knew it had to be something. Okay, so Corinthians 4:6-7, so that'll help you remember. Smilefornikki467@gmail.com. So you take donations,
Yes,
and then individuals can sign up their children and grandchildren and who name it to be a part of the program.
yes,
And you said it's a minimal cost.
yes.
But then the event at the end, where they're all performing, is your biggest fundraiser
Yes.
for the year
Yeah.
along with it.
Exactly.
I see you all liking it here on Facebook, and you probably have gotten your tissues out, like I need some right now for this. So we have to share the word for Smile for Nikki Foundation. And I think Tuesday is what? Giving Tuesday? The Tuesday after Thanksgiving? Will you be taking donations
yes, for
as a
sure.
Giving Tuesday?
For
I
sure.
know the Empower listeners would be honored to give to the Smile for Nikki Foundation as you continue to do good in the hood through such a tragedy that you had to encounter to even get to this point. But it would appear that her entire life led up to
This
to this moment, to what her body did for giving to
Yes.
science and others, and to what this foundation is doing for continuing to give. You all are listening to the Empower Hour show. I am Bertina Power. We're going to take a quick station break, and we'll be back to wrap up our conversation with Miss Vicki Walker, the mother of Dominique Smith, and AKA Nikki, and her Smile for Nikki Foundation. We'll be right back after these messages. Oh, that was just perfect. I don't think we could have scripted the whole thing any better, right? And everybody is chiming in. I have had no time to really look at them. So we've got Clarence Williams, my brother impacted and saved 100 lives through his organ and tissue donation.
Wow.
And then he runs in a 5K transplant donor games in honor in 2015.
Wow.
So, hey Byron, hey Eugene, hey Bernard and Eric. Clarence said, rest well, Nikki. Anita Porter joined us. Larry, Pam says, that's right. Let it be known. Oh, they killed my cousin.
What?
That is Pam Jones says, let it be known that they killed my cousin.
That's my cousin.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Kenneth joined, Lacey, Frank Gross, Tower, hey sis, hey Jeff, hey Monica, hey Monica Clemens,
Hey,
she said, hey
Monica.
Bertina, yeah, Tamika, Van, Freddie, Pamela, she says AOL in the house.
AOL's in the house, yep.
Oh, it's AOL.
That's long was this.
Oh, I was like, what, who is AOL?
Yeah,
That's
I
like
can't remember.
AOL.com, got
Yeah.
their own group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, AOL in the house. And she said, wear the headphones and mic. I know, Jay, guess what, Moo? I got the wireless mic like a big TV professional. Like a big TV professional. Yes, go put, yes. Nikki sitting right here.
Yeah, it's funny, ever since Tanisha gave me that, it's like I've been on several different media outlets. So
Uh-huh.
Nikki is now, like, the bear is now just as well known as Nikki.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, this is just fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay. All right. We are back. You are listening to Urban Broadcast Media, and we were checking in on our Facebook Live and stuff. And I do want to, because your family is watching, I don't want to skirt the issue and make it seem like, everything is done. But because you are currently in a court situation about the death of your daughter,
Yes.
we don't want to we cannot talk about the details,
Right.
but this is a unjustified, believed to be a I don't want to say word, but I guess murder, but it was not an accidental drowning.
No, it was not. But
And it's not accidental if you don't have water in your lungs.
Right, but that's the way that it's being perceived and put out there. That was an accidental drowning.
Yeah, so there's definitely something something happened.
Yeah,
something happened that a woman of this perfection to everything that she does and did and who she was and of a giving person, there's just no way that, you know what I'm saying, and it doesn't even seem like she could have any enemies. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't even seem like she could have enemies. So it would appear somebody, you know, I hate that I'm sitting here talking about what these executives are doing to young girls, and then you wonder if something happened along that way. It's what could have possibly happened when you go to babysit. How old was the child?
She was 5 at the time.
So the 5-year-old child clearly couldn't have,
right,
you know, asphyxiated her or whatever the case may be, because you did all your tests post that. So I just want everybody to know that the family, even doing this foundation and everything that they're doing, they're still fighting the courts.
Yes.
About bringing to justice.
Yes.
For, you know, Nikki.
I just want closure. I just want to know.
Well, obviously you do. Yeah, you know what really happened, because to have such a angel, as you said earlier, right here on earth, which she is now being an angel up there amongst all the other angels. I know that she is smiling down on you, that she is right here with you at all times.
And it's funny because she sends me signs constantly. The butterflies on her T-shirt, on the teddy bear's T-shirt, actually has a meaning.
Yeah, tell me about I know the butterfly meaning, but then we're going to connect to how you walked in this room and saw the butterflies hanging from the producer's ears that I have never seen before. So she had to wear them today because the butterfly is what?
She knew. Nikki had a butterfly on her Facebook page. So the week after she passed, I deactivated her Facebook page. And the day that her organs were procured, her youth ministry released 150 balloons in her honor after their service, and they formed into a butterfly on their own. And it went viral. So ever since then, that's her way of letting me know that she's okay. I actually have 2 tattoos in her honor on my back that are butterflies. And every time I'm having a bad day, she'll send a butterfly my way. And the way it's said is, if a butterfly comes to you and you have a loved one in heaven, if you blow a kiss to them, the butterfly will take the kiss back to the person in heaven. So butterflies are my thing. So as soon as I started producing this morning with the butterflies. With
8 butterflies, because she has 4 on either side. So she is really like, love you, mama. And what a day and a way to be giving all of this. Okay, so for real, no crying on your show, Bertina. But that is just so very heartfelt. And Nikki, I know you can hear us since you are around right now and coming through all these butterflies that are here. That, you know, your mom is doing good in the hood. She is giving back through what it is that you loved so much, which was performing arts, which you threw her in at 2.
At 2, and she just excelled. And I remember when they had like a little contest at her dance studio when she was about 3. And it was supposed to showcase her talent. So she sang a Vivian Green song for her talent show at the school. And her teacher was like, how does this child have so much soul at 3?
At 3.
It's like, that's just who she is. I mean, she was.
Well, you said that everybody could touch her and then feel like it too. And I mean, it just sounds like that she, you know, her 18 years were short for us, but it was her 18 years had a purpose. And that's why she had to excel in everything, because it was going to be so short.
Exactly.
You know, she did it all. She did it well. She did it. Actually, she probably did it above.
She did exceptional.
You know, right, above and beyond. Everything was above and beyond. And so it would only be fitting that everything you're doing for her and in her honor is above and beyond. And I know the Empower listeners, the staff, and everybody watching at Urban Broadcast Media are going to do what they can to continue to allow you and to Nikki give through.
I appreciate everything. Anything that anyone can do, we immensely appreciate it, because this is Nikki's legacy, and I want to make sure that her legacy lives on and continue to touch lives that she did when she was here on earth.
So we're going to remind them that it is Smile for Nikki, Nikki, because I know that Nikki is spelled a lot of different ways.
Right.
So it is Nikki.org. and smilefornikki467@gmail that they want to email you, reach out to you. But she is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so that you can send it that way. You know, send any messages. You know, this will be on my Facebook page, Urban Broadcast Facebook page, and the Empower Hour pages, so you can share it. I've already tagged you in them, so you ought to be able to share them and let everybody you know, because like we said, shopping is coming up.
Yes.
This is shopping weekend where they have everything. So it's Black Friday first, right? So that's first. Then Saturday they have called Small Business Saturday. So don't forget that when you're out there, go to some small businesses and give them their support, specifically in the African American community. Yes, that would be the best. And then I guess they give you Sunday off. And then Mondays is the online one, right? Cyber Mondays. And then Tuesdays is Tuesday Giving Tuesday. And so on Giving Tuesday, there are a lot of organizations. We're both members of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, and EAF does that as well, which gives out scholarships. And I will be bringing soon to a endowment that I will start in my youngest son's name. And so, you know, again, all of this is just a part of confirming that the decision that I'm making to do so. And he's still with me, but, you know, it is to say I'm going to do this now as a part of, you know, your legacy and my legacy for continuing education. But you're doing it for performing arts specifically, and it's at the Chicago Heights Park District. Chicago Heights Park District, and it's during the summer, and it's in the evenings for a couple of days out the week. But you have a big performance. Now you have to let us know when the big performance is, a month before, whenever the date is set, so that we can promote it right here on Urban Broadcast Media and drive people out there to buy tickets. Yes. And do you do anything else? Do you have paraphernalia or T-shirts or pins or anything?
We do have T-shirts. We haven't started selling them yet.
Okay.
We do have T-shirts. We're thinking about doing that.
Okay.
I've got a couple different ideas that I want to do for the future. But my ultimate goal in the big scheme of things is to have a school of my honor.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Like, what is the next step? But you're going to sort of from here do this, and then the school will have the foundation and maybe more classes, and you can do them during the school year and things like that. You'll be able to do a little bit more and control it. Well, that is awesome, and I know because of Nikki and her excelling at everything that you are going to do just that. And I know for a fact that there will be lots of money coming on Giving Tuesday from the various people that are watching Empower Hour today and that can hear my voice, if not today, hear it later. And maybe even through Urban Broadcast Media as these shows are replayed throughout the times, because we are off tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, and I will come back on Monday with my Money Matters Mondays and start that following week. A lot going on next week. As you know, we'll be unveiling the Dr. Georgiana Simpson bust at the University of Chicago, and I'll be telling you all about that on Wednesday, as that organization, the Monumental for Women Project, has done such a great thing. But just FYI, this African American woman, second in the world to get a PhD, and she was the first at the University of Chicago to get one. Wow. And and she was put out the dorms. So she out the dorms and still trying to go to school to get the PhD because she was an African American woman. Simple. That's it. The only reason was because of the color of her skin. But they are putting a bronze bust up on the 28th, Tuesday, in the hall, one of the buildings that she couldn't even come in. Wow. Now, watch this, Vicki. The bust sits across from the picture of the president at the time that wouldn't let her be on the dorms. And they made it so that the 3 stripes on her jacket are showing that I got the PhD anyway. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, and of course, this woman was a member of the illustrious Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Yes, that is who she is. So I just want to remind everybody and thank you again, Miss Vicki Walker, the mother to a very own Dominique Antoinette Smith, aka also known as and loved Nikki. So Smile for Nikki Foundation, whose whole mission is to give performing arts to the youth, so ages 6 through 13. Right now, currently in the summer, you can go to smilefornikki.org. Yes. You can go to or email you at smilefornikki467@gmail. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts all under Smile for Nikki.
Yes.
And make that a part of your Tuesday giving, if you will. All right. So we were talking about all of the shopping that is going on this weekend, but it's also fun stuff going on Thanksgiving weekend when everybody's family is in town. So there's a pre-Thanksgiving jam going on tonight. They're asking you to bring non-perishable items. These are the men of Iota Delta Lambda of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity at 9 p.m. to midnight at the rink, right on 87th Street. Tickets are only $10. Bring, the goods. On Saturday, the annual Grambling versus Southern game, there will be a viewing party at Joe's on Weed Street, which is 940 West Weed Street, at 2 p.m. They're also asking that you bring canned goods to their event so that, they will do as well, which is give to others, continue to give to others, in this holiday season. And then I want you to mark your calendars for December 9th, the Pink Saturday Vendor Fair being held at the Akarama Foundation Community Service Center at 6220 South Ingleside from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. That's Saturday, September the 9th, 6220 South Ingleside. They're going to have something for everybody, clothes, accessories, holiday gifts, all of the Divine Nine paraphernalia will be there. It's open to the public. Welcome to come and get some more shopping done for Christmas as it's coming. And then I also want to remind everybody to save the date of December the 13th, which is the second Wednesday for the free legal clinic that also goes on at the Akarama Foundation every month of the year. Second Wednesday, 4 p.m., free and open to the public. Everything except for criminal and personal injury and traffic. So they don't do those cases. But SSI, divorce, child support, you name it, come in there and get free pro bono. Bring all your docs and information, eviction, landlord issues, you name it, you can come and do that. I want to thank Vicki again. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. And Nikki, hi, how are you? Because I know you are here with us. You are here with us, and we thank you for all that you have given to others and continue to give through your foundation and your research that your organs have done. You are listening to Urban Broadcast Media. Again, we are not on tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, but we'll be back Monday at noon right here at Urban Broadcast Media. Bertina Power, and this is the Empower Hour. Yes! Oh my God, did you see Nikki? She is so pretty.